Recording? Oh, confirm and go live. Confirm and go live. Failed to post a tweet, but we're live on Twitch. Alright, let me get my levels set. Where's my Twitch app? I should really open this up before I get started, but it's okay. I should really open this up before I start, but okay. Alright, volume levels are good. Well, would you look at that, ladies and lads? Here we are, time for a mini stream. I didn't think I would have an opportunity to do any streaming today because I thought I was going to be too busy, but it turns out I got everything done that I absolutely needed to get done before I felt like I ran out of time. So I'm going to set my alarm so that I don't stay on the stream too long. It looks like we got just under an hour and a half to get some historic brawl action in. So what's the quest for today? Cast 20 white or black spells. Well, we don't want a 500 coin quest. That's lame. So we're going to re-roll it and hope... Nope. Okay, white or red spells. That's worse. I would prefer to have white or black because then I could play my mono black historic brawl deck. My goodness, do I dislike standard. It's not that I dislike standard. I was going off on this on Twitter yesterday. I don't dislike standard. I've just gotten used to brawl. So it frustrates me when I see more than one copy of a card. I also have, I messed around with, I realized that I had my mic set to only pick up audio in front of me and not audio behind it, because when I was playing with, when I was doing wifey streams with my wife on the couch, she would want to hear the game sound, and I wouldn't have my headphones in, so I'd have the game sound on, and I wouldn't want that to be picked up by my mic. But now that I'm streaming just solo, it makes more sense for me to have the mic on in the whatever the dynamic fashion, whatever this. It picks up sound from all around it. So here we are checking off quests in Historic Brawl. Do I run out the Reckless Stormseeker and risk it getting countered? Do I get in for 2 and play the Augur of Autumn? Which one do I want to get countered least? Probably the Reckless Stormseeker, so we'll run out the Augur of Autumn and see what he's got. And worst case scenario is now I get to look at the top card of my library and possibly play it. And get ahead on a land. Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay, let's jam in for 2. We've deprived him of a counterspell. Now, he might very well leave up mana for a counterspell on this turn, in which case, rather than run out my commander, I'll probably run out a... Oh, no, okay, that's great. I get my commander. That's what's he gonna get though? Is he gonna get some board wipe? That would stink. See, at least I get to find out what it is. At least I know that he's getting a Dark Ritual. Don't love that, but I know he can't Pact of Negation me, and we're gonna get in for 6. So things are going reasonably well against old Rusko Clockmaker here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is he going to do with that, though? He's going to cast Rusko, right? Yeah. And so now he's got 2 mana. But it's blue mana. So, okay. That's fine. I'm not bothered by that, I guess. He can counter something that I do, but... Alright, so do I Volt Charge? Maybe I should have Volt Charge pre-combat. But I think what I do is Topiary Stomper here. No. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna force him to counter it. I mean, I definitely should have... Yeah, that's like... I mean, we knew he had the counterspell, but... pre-combat, or pre-damage would have been the time to do that. Because I didn't have a for some reason I was thinking I had a creature I really wanted to get out me in phase 2. Topiary Stomper just puts me up a land, if anything. Maybe that would have been the play, is to run that out and let that get countered because I don't care that much. Oh, lovely. Does he have, like, can he just go off here? He's out of mana. He does have, I mean, he might have... He's either... So he has no... He might have Pact of Negation. If he has Pact of Negation, he might be able to go off. I think this is my best bet. Well, I think either way. 3... Okay. He doesn't have it. So he's dead. Good game? Yeah. Suck it! Suck my butt, you Paradox Engine playing nerd! I hate Paradox Engine, and brings me a tremendous amount of joy to stomp people like that right on their pathetic little mouths. Gosh. That gets some Italian hands. I'm ready for Lord of the Rings to be behind us. Then again, I have so much disdain for Commander Masters. I think Commander Masters is far and away the worst non-Magic 30 product ever introduced. And Magic 30 was, from its inception, obviously a product geared only towards the richest of the rich, which was a mistake. That was a blunder on their part. They could have sold those things for $100 a pack, like a pack, not well, $100 a pack. $100 for a box, like a 4-pack. Yeah, I like this, especially against goblins. I don't have to worry about my stuff getting countered. Amazing. Being on the play against goblins is already a huge advantage. Muxus, of all the goblin commanders, is the one I'm scared of the most, though. Because usually he brings in a Haste Enabler and then attacks for a gazillion. But with Lizard Blades turn 2, Fable turn 3, I don't have turn 4 Halan and Elena here yet, but, I mean, I guess the question I have is, do I equip the Lizard Blades to the Fable token? If I don't hit a 4th land, I think that's what I do. Or a Mana Dork. Boy, this guy's sure taking a long time. It's a good thing I don't even know the meaning of the term dead air. Actually, I do, because if I didn't know the meaning of the term dead air, I wouldn't keep talking to fill the dead air. And that is a no-no. That's a big no-no in radio. That's one of those things that you kind of have to be prepared mentally for the event that if the station goes off the air and for whatever reason you are woefully underprepared in the studio without like some kind of CD backup, that it's like, okay, well, you can't just have nothing going on the air, so you have to be ready to crack the mic and just start talking. And like having absolutely nothing going over the airways. Okay, so hold on, I'm getting distracted. I was like, is this guy actually taking that long to make his choices? Now, please don't confuse me. Sometimes okay, we got the 4th land. Sometimes I go in the tank here, and I think about what I'm doing. That's more concentration and math. Oh, this is going well. It's going well so far, I think. It's more concentration and math than being unable to figure out what I need to say next. Now, of course, I say all this, and I don't necessarily feel like talking all the time, and maybe there are some people who are like, hey, shut the hell up and just play the game. And I'm perfectly happy to do that as well. That's I typically, when I'm not streaming... Oh, don't like that! Don't like that at all! I am actually going to pitch 2 lands, because I've got my 4th land. Oh, well, I did not expect that. I mean, yeah, I won. The rule of thumb round these parts is if you win, you hit the smiley face. If you lose, you do not. It doesn't matter what happened in the game. The outcome is the only thing that matters when it comes to that survey, at least. I will never say that I was going to put this down for a second green. I mean, maybe he saw me pitching 2 lands and just was like, oh, this guy's just getting gas. I can't beat it. Maybe he didn't have another land. I mean, it's going to be what turn? He plays a land here. Turn 4. He gets maybe, I don't know, maybe he gets Krenko and makes a goblin. But, like, he's already so far behind by that point, I think. Because Halana and Elena's out, making this a 4/4. I'm swinging with a treasure next turn. You know, he doesn't know what I have next turn, but I have Voldaire and Thrillseeker, so I'm about to really ruin someone's day. Yeah, that was definitely a good draw. Being on the play, as I've always maintained, is a humongous advantage in Historic Brawl. I feel like I honestly would submit that being on the play is a humongous advantage, regardless of format. I know there are some formats and some... hang on, that's my rubber mallet that I fidget with, being picked up by the mic. Some formats and some deck types where people think, consider being on the draw and having the extra card to be advantageous. And I guess when it comes to, like, draw, go, control, that's probably true if you're playing a reactive deck. I don't like reactive decks unless it's mono black, creature control, as in, like, I kill all your creatures. I don't know how I feel about this. We're gonna keep it. Are we on the play? We're on the play, right? So we can probably get there. I think I'm gonna run out the Mammoth. I don't have anything red that I need to play till turn 3. So I can just get my Outland Liberator out there, and boy, that's gonna spell doom for our boy Rusko here if he doesn't have anything to play on turn 2. So the question is, does the Rusko player just scoop to that if they don't have either a kill spell or a turn 2 play? Because you bet your sweet bippy, I am cruising in for 3 and playing 1 spell. Dang, he didn't have a kill spell. He didn't have a kill spell or a counter spell. I'm kind of shocked. Now watch me. Oh, he's got a regular Midnight Clock. Well, that's going away. Oh, no! And he had the spell! He did have something to flip it. Nice job. Okay. Well, the thing is... Ooh... So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. It becomes night. Ooh. Let's add insult to injury. Sure. Now, I don't have anything else I can do, but it also stays night. So now... Go ahead and play yourself 2 more spells. Do you have 2 more? Because I blew up your 1 Midnight Clock. If you want to get Rusko out, you got to have another 1 mana. Yeah, that'll do.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me.
Is he going to find a 1 mana, 1 black mana spell? I guess we will see. No. Okay. Alright. So he's got 1 black. Does he have, like, cut down in his hand? We'll find out.
I must train harder.
Is he gonna kick it? Alright. Well, you got some of my stuff. Unfortunately, you don't have any mana up to mine. Well, he might have, this gets me the Great Henge next turn, and if he doesn't have Pact of Negation... Yeah. Good. Die! I hate Rusko! I hate it! But, and I guess one of the reasons why I hate it so much is because lately I've been struggling against it for some reason. When I first started, I thought it was a an annoying and sometimes difficult deck to play against, but I would win probably about 50% of my matches against it, maybe more. I actually thought it was like, okay, if they don't have, you know, the Cold Steel Heart or whatever it is, the you know, the artifact, the 2-mana artifact that enters tapped and you name a color, if they don't have that and can't crank Rusko out on turn 3 and hold up Wash Away for my commander, then they really struggle. But lately I've just been getting blasted by, like, land pass, and they just counter everything you do, and then play Rusko on turn 6 and hold up, you know, a counterspell to protect him. And my client is freezing. I'm gonna wait for the program to respond. No, I'm gonna close the program. It's making noise. Yeah, but when I sit here by myself and I I'm gonna go Fred Durst mode here. There's a deep cut. When I sit here by myself and play, I'm fairly quiet unless I'm grumbling or talking trash about my opponent. Talking about how, like, end process. Alright, here we go. Let's boot it back up. Unless I'm complaining about how much of a little baby my opponent is for doing Drago control or board wipe tribal or something like that. So I rejoice when I do not like playing against. So when I first started playing Historic Brawl, when I first started playing Historic Brawl, my thought was that Planeswalker decks are weak because it's a commander that you can kill by attacking it. Or you can't do that with creatures. But I've noticed that most of the Planeswalker decks that you play against are not. I don't know what it is, but they are kind of difficult to play around sometimes, particularly like this Chandra, Hope's Beacon, Liliana of the Veil. Like, they just generate so much value off of their Planeswalker abilities. Oh yeah, I don't have anything to play turn 2. Let's get a Forest. That'll get me turn 3 Glittering Stockpile. I could get turn 4 Tribute to the World Tree and turn 5 Halana and Elena, but I don't know how much that actually helps me. Actually, we're gonna go Urbresk's Forge. We'll put the pressure on. Because it does have Trample. Now watch him play a First Striker. That's the bane of the existence of Urbresk's Forge, is anything with 1 power and First Strike. Okay, so here, this is actually a pretty good combo. Because now those counters go on to the Ozolith. Now I'm also going to draw a card. Ooh, that's rough. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna draw a card. Dang, destroy all artifacts, mana value 3 or less. That was... I was thinking, like, here I got a sick combo, you know? The Ozolith and Urbresk's Forge and Tribute to the World Tree. So I'm going to be drawing cards when these things enter, crashing in for a bunch of damage. Oh, good. Damage isn't removed during the cleanup step. Can you do 5 damage to it? I mean, I don't know. I guess it's better to do 5 damage to that than 6 to Inferno of the Star Mounts. Yeah, good game, jerk. I get so aggressive with my opponents when they play stuff I don't like. And I realize that if I listen to myself talk, just to be perfectly fair, I'd probably be like, this guy doesn't like anything. This guy doesn't like anything but when he wins. And you know what? That's true. I don't like it when other people win. I like when I win. The things that I do are fun, and I try to be fair, to be perfectly fair. I try not to do to other people the things that I don't find fun. And I guess that's why, like, I don't like playing against hard aggro, but here we are. This is probably gonna be hard aggro, Krenko. This, I think, is a pretty easy deck to beat as long as I have, like, a kill spell, and Burn Down the House probably constitutes, but I don't have any green mana, so we got a mulligan. Not better, but I'm on the play, so... And I do have turn 3 Tribute to the World Tree, for what that's worth. As long as he has no ramp, then I'm okay, and I can get turn 4, 5, turn 5 Goldspan, attacking for 8. I think we're in pretty good shape here. I don't know what he's gonna do that's gonna stop me. Krenko is pretty good. That's a pretty good play. But against a 4/5 first striker, I don't know. Is he gonna swing? If he swings, he has to have something, and I feel like is much more valuable to me. Okay, he doesn't swing. So I go Goldspan Dragon, draw a card, swing for 8, get a treasure. Obviously, yeah. I hold that treasure. I don't need to use that now. I can use that on anything, really. Plus, I have Kogla. I don't see how he beats this. Yeah, I don't know how he beats this. I get my treasure back that way, at least. What was the point of that? Just to draw a card? He gets no goblins from that, right? Does he? Oh no, he still gets them. Okay. Was he thinking? What was he thinking there? Yeah, I had fun. I would have had a lot more fun if I had been able to come back around to my turn, play Tyrant of Care Ridges, or well, play Kogla, blow up that thing. That would have been super fun. Was he thinking Witty Roastmaster deals damage to... I was not expecting him to attack with Krenko there. I was not expecting to have to pull that trigger. Did he think that I was going to block with Helana and Elena? Because even then, it has First Strike. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. I genuinely... I'm kind of befumbled by that. But he scooped with the Witty Roastmaster triggers on the stack, so it made a lot of electricity noise. Man, I wonder if we can fly through all of my my wins, and well, not wins, but my quests before I even have to leave. We're cruising. This is unusual, and it gives me a bad feeling about this game. I love dumpstering Joda decks, but I don't love getting dumpstered by them. But boy, I have been on the play, I think, every game, and that has made a huge difference. What set is this from? I don't know, but it's gonna... What set symbol is that? I have no idea. But it's gonna get me to my Black Market Tycoon on turn 2. That's something. Or, do I want Elysian Caryatid? I think shocked it in. He's got something he wants to do. Wish I could have killed the Gilded Goose straight away. Oh, okay. Alright. You got it. The thing about Gilded Goose that people play and they accelerate themselves by 1 turn, but only once. Whereas Black Market Tycoon, I mean, granted you get Gilded Goose on turn 1, so this... Another creature power 4 or greater, so he can't attack or block. Do I want to get at Sushi Inn? Or do I want to get... No. Or do I want to save that mana, play a Legion Caryatid? I think that's what I want to do. Make a treasure next turn. I'll hold up Tail Swipe mana. But I'd rather just get Kogla out. That was, yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good showing. I couldn't decide whether to attack, and then I was like, I have the fight spell. So, first strike damage will kill. First strike damage from Halana and Elena will kill anything. I mean, the fight spell kills anything. That doesn't... First strike was irrelevant, but I probably should have played that before block. I probably should have played that on Halana and Elena. With the treasure. Given the extra buff to Kogla. And swung. Clear out Kimball. Force him to block with his Gilded Goose. I don't know. I don't know if he thought Mangaro was going to draw him cards on my attack, but it's like, eh. I had Kogla, so I didn't care. Like I said, love dumpstering Joda decks. Love dumpstering Joda, Golos, Asika. All the 5-color good stuff nonsense, like, I'm going to cheat things into play. Boy. This deck is... This and Sithis are probably my 2 most hated decks, though. Wow. If only I didn't have tap lands. Like, this doesn't actually accelerate me at all. I'll keep it because I want to get turn 2 Strangle. Although if I do draw a land, if I draw any land, Arboreal Grazer is still good. As long as it's not another, you know, my Terramorphic Expanse. No, I got a forest. I am bad at Magic. And Lord Almighty. I cannot believe this. I just lost. I just lost. Well, let's see if we can dig ourselves out. I'm talking about how I want to get a mountain, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I got a strangled. I could have strangled and played Arboreal Grazer and gotten my 3rd land there. I would have been set up. Grief. You gotta stop on my... You know what? What is this? He's got things to make his stuff indestructible? Yeah, I'm screwed. I am SOL unless he's mana screwed. Yeah, no, he's not. Wow. That's my fault. That's on me. That's a big feels bad. Humongous. Criminy. Yikes. I mean, I do have Goldspan Dragon next turn. I don't think it matters. He's gonna have devotion easily here. Or yeah, he does. Okay, I was gonna say or not. Oh, but this thing gives an extra devotion. So is this real life? Oh, I see. That thing gains him 1 life. Wow. Okay, I didn't even realize he had that on board. So let's do this. This gives me 4 mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We'll get rid of that. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Yeah, you don't have anything to say about it, pal. He's gonna get lifelink in. He's gonna have devotion. He might even have a board wipe and sacrifice. But if he sacrifices it in response, I don't care about the 6 damage as much. That's gonna be 9 damage. Okay, that's bad. I don't know, can I outrace him? If I had had the Strangle turn 1, I'm pretty sure I just win this. But oof. But with Goldspan Dragon out, that turns my treasure into 2 mana. I can put Tovolar's Huntmaster out and chump with the wolf tokens. And he wasn't doing any... Is he doing anything else? Like, I don't know. That... Okay. 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 So, what do we do here? Arlen gives me wolf tokens too, so that's gonna help. Oh, he just scoops to the Goldspan Dragon! Hell yeah! That's why we don't give up! Never give up! Never surrender! I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna need to do that. You know what I need to do? Is maybe I need to mount my webcam over here, because I tend to want to look at the screen where my own face is, and I look over there to talk to my... what I need to do is look at the camera. Turn 1 Strangle would have, I think, put us in the driver's seat for this entire game. I don't know why he just straight up scoops to the Goldspan Dragon. I mean, granted, it gives me Arlen mana, but he doesn't know that. That lets me chump block this thing for, you know, at least 2 turns. I hold this thing back. I hold this back to block here and swing there. I mean, maybe it doesn't just give me Arlen. Maybe it gives me Tolar mana like after second main. But I think I would go. I think I would go for Arlen. The correct play would be to swing first and see what happens. Actually, no, it wouldn't necessarily, because if he has a removal spell, then I mean, I guess I still. If I try to go to combat, and he has a removal spell before I swing, then I'm left with only 3 mana, which I guess I can get Colossus out, which I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would give me Devotion. So that getting Colossus out would give me Devotion forever, but all I have to do is remove 1 of my creatures, and I no longer have an indestructible blocker. I don't think this was an insurmountable race for him by any stretch of the imagination. I'd be getting in for what, 5? I guess this is 5 counters, so 5. 12 is 17, 21. That puts him to 13. I mean, it's a pretty big clock. Plus with the blockers here, yeah. I mean, maybe he was just dead no matter what, even though I got the wrong land with my Evolving Wilds. I will take it. Oh, and we completed the quest. I think... I don't know what card that was. Darn. Okay. Let's go to the Mastery Tree. Or, wait, no. Do I have it? No, I'm on the way to the next. Jeez. You know what? No, hang on. I've got an undefeated, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but I've got an undefeated run with Halana and Elena this morning. So, let's go to the Hourglass Coven, now that my quests for my play Red Spells quest is complete. Dang, and it took me less than 40 minutes to do that. I'm pretty chuffed about that. And I gotta say, the sunglasses absolutely help my eyes feel better when it comes to Galadriel of Lothlorien. When it comes to the lighting in my face. Okay. That's not amazing, but... Scry 3, whenever you scry... card. Okay, so this is a Simic Ramp Commander. Who would believe it? Just dressed up in the Ring Tempts You mechanics. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We're on the aggro plan here. That's the thing, is this deck is it's like mono black control, but it can be aggro under the right circumstances. Okay. Well, I guess we'll run that out again. They save themselves 3 damage. That might be the difference in the game. Who knows? Yeah, well, we're gonna kill that, but not before he gets a trigger. So, that's a bummer. Alright. Big booty, big ol' scry deck. The Tenacious Underdog, even with a counter, still just trades. So, we're just gonna kill it right now. And put some unexpected fangs on this. So, he doesn't have anything mana value 3. Or at least not a... What you got? What you got, boy? Trade, yes. That's rude. I did not read his effect. That's really rude. Should have read what he does instead of just saying, oh, 4/4. X is the number of cards looked at. Interesting. Dang, that's gonna make me lose, isn't it? I maybe should have gone for the Tenacious Underdog Blitz. Target creature and opponent controls. Oh, great. Do I want to blitz it? No. I've got two turns to win. Oh, well, I mean, he doesn't have much. Unless he, like, bounces all my crap. If he bounces all my crap, then I don't lose to my Archfiend. And honestly, next turn, if he counters my Tenacious Underdog, I'll Dollhouse it out. Oh, alright. What's that card you got? I got him to 1. Yeah, okay. Beat Portal to Phyrexia, though. That's fun. What did I even have in my graveyard? Did I have anything? Yeah, he could have gotten my Tenacious Underdog, I guess. He had no cards in hand, so... Oh, no, he could have gotten something from himself. He could have gotten these, but, like... How do you stop this engine here? Especially when I've, you know, he made me, I'm sitting here worried about how I might possibly lose to my Archfiend, and he's like, nah, bro, I got you. Let me take care of that for you. Rarely, I don't think I've ever lost to Archfiend to the Dross. I lost to Demonic Pact one time. Because I made the wrong choice. I tried to deal 4 damage to a creature of his, and he had protection for it, whereas if I had just tried to deal 4 damage to his face with the trigger, I would have actually killed him. As it turned out. But the Archfiend to the Dross drawback is such... It's not a drawback. It almost never happens. And the thing is... It's a 6/6 flyer for 4, so, like, they are forced to deal with it if they don't want to die. But if they deal with it, it's like, alright, well, I guess I'm not losing to that. Who am I up against? Ral. So this is going to be a Storm deck that maybe I should have kept Hero's Downfall because that's destroy target Planeswalker, but Typhoid Rats with Demonic Embrace is also pretty good. I've won off the back of that a couple of times. I feel like Deadly Dispute needs to come out of this deck. I am almost never casting that. Now watch, he's going to have like a Lightning Bolt for this, and it'll work out. But, like, work out in the sense that, okay, I got some value rather than just nothing. I don't like that he has mana untapped. We're gonna just swing in. Because I'm not interested in getting blown out by the whatever he has in his hand. I need him to tap his mana. And he just won't do it. Next turn, at least, I have Deadly Dispute in response to if he tries to kill something. I have it this turn, if he tries to kill it. I'm like, what? What is going on here? Does he really have nothing to do? Like, he doesn't have any draw spells or any opts or any, you know, peer through the multiverse or whatever it is? Any of that type of spell? Fascinating. Is he gonna cast Ral here? Or is he just gonna do nothing? I guess I'll swing. And Fellstinger? Like, what? What is happening? The guy's done literal nothing. Double D's over here. Ludicrous filling cups. But he's not even doing that. He's not even drinking out of cups. Finally. Is he gonna have a counter spell for that? No, I guess not. Now I guess the question is, do I want to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah. I'll draw the cards. I'm up on him by, what? 4 cards? I guess I go for... Etched Familiar? I can put this on mode 1 and then get back my Fell Stinger? I don't know. If it gets countered, no big deal. I hate playing against draw-go decks. Like, I could have played my commander there, but it probably would get countered. What does this do? Alright, now it probably gets countered too. But this doesn't. What's more valuable, the cards? I think more cards are more valuable. Hmm. One, two, three, four, 5. I don't have anything I can do for 5 mana. I've drawn a lot of cards. I don't have anything to do with it. I should have just run out my commander there and been like, alright, if he has the wash away, that's fine. Next turn he has to hold up an actual counterspell. Oh, good. Oh, he's tapped out. So I'm okay with this.
You wait.
I bet you'll be back, Ral. You're not getting those cards you played back unless you deal with my Hag of Scoured Thoughts, though. So that midnight clock, when it goes away, ain't gonna be putting much back in, if that's your plan. Invasion of Fiora, I love, but it's not very good against a deck that's not playing any creatures. So lame. So lame! I should have known that it is extra turns. I want to stick it out. I'm going to stick it out and see what happens. Can he put enough counters on that clock to shuffle his graveyard back in and get his Time Warp back? 1, 2... Okay. What does this thing do? Oh. So 1, 2, 3... So you can't get everything back right now, unless he... Cast your second spell. Just copy it. Just cast your second spell. And it's not legendary. Amazing. He's not going to just put counters on. He's going to cast spells. I guess the question is, what do I do about that? Can I kill him? As it turns out, the life lost would have been more effective than the cards drawn. Alright. Congratulations. What did he have? He still had... That was the second turn? I'm not playing, like... I'm not doing it. I should have... As soon as he played the extra turn spell and copied it, I should have been like, yeah, nah. I should have known that any deck based around copying spells was going to be extra turns. I don't understand how people find that... Like... Oh, for some reason I was thinking it was Kiora. Great. Just in time for me to get really frustrated and not have time to play more games. I don't want to play against this deck. My time's limited. Extra turn spells are, like, they're worse than stacks pieces, in my opinion. Especially, particularly in a multiplayer game, where you're just the only one doing anything. Just taking all the turns for yourself, it's not fun for anyone but you. And like I've said yesterday, I get it if you're in a competitive game, if you're playing like in a standard tournament or a modern tournament or a legacy event, I get it. If what you are trying to do is just get the win, fine. But if you're playing Brawl and you're playing extra turns, go jump in a lake. I try to keep things... Try to keep things PG-13. Or actually, I guess I try to keep things PG around here. Now, this isn't going to be a fun time, but I do have a couple removal spells. So... I've got a couple of 2-mana 3/3s, so I can get it a little aggressive start. I bet you, you know, if I had played the Demonic Embrace just on the 1/1 on turn 3, I probably would have won that game. But because I'm sitting there worrying about counter spells, I didn't get there. He's not going to block with both. So... couple of 2-mana 3/3s, no big deal. If he gets Tom Bombadil out and makes it hexproof and indestructible, though, that's a problem. He's got 3 mana up. He's ramping like a like nobody's business. Okay, that's fine. Hate that thing. Don't have much. I have one way to deal with it. I think that's one of the most Bush League things that you can play in this format, but this neutralizes the damage that it does to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What does he have? If he has some kind of board wipe. I'm stuck on mana, and he's killing my entire board, so on to the next. Alright, I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew after I won like 7 games in a row that we were in for a bad time, because the algorithm does not like that. The algorithm does not like when you have too much fun. This is, right here, a Wizards of the Coast manifestation of the old thing that we used to refer to as the Rito Fun Detector when we were playing League of Legends, which is that if the game senses you are having too much fun with it, pump the brakes, pal. You gotta lose. You gotta lose some games to get you put into your place. This is probably a lost cause here. I don't know why I'm trying. And if this guy takes too long, I'm gonna be like, congratulations, Magic Beastie. Have your free win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Next game. Don't have time for this. No, I didn't have fun. The guy was just sitting there fiddling with his butthole. I had kind of a crappy hand anyway, so. Next win we get, we're calling it on that. Yeah. Well, so the problem here is that the fun detector has to bring the fun down to a net 0. You have to, whenever you play a game like this, the game's AI, the algorithm, whatever, the matchmaking, whatever it uses, is determined to make sure that your experience was a net neutral. It wants you to, if you were having fun, you need to have lost all semblance of fun before you close out of the game. If you were getting pummeled, it needs to give you a win before you go, so you can be like, all right, well, at least I made up for that crappy time that I had. And now it's just not matching me against anybody. Xenagos. Jeez, I don't think I'll be able to beat this. I don't think I've played against this. Maybe I played against one, but okay, so I'm on the play. This is not great, but it's not awful either. I don't think I can out-aggro a deck like this, but maybe. I guess we're going to give it a shot. If I can get, like, a kill spell or two. He's going to have ramp. Yeah. Explore. Okay, so I'm getting in... I'm hitting my land drops. And next turn I'll have Archfiend with drops, but I need a kill spell. This could function as one, or it could just function as extra damage. This is gonna make what? It flips into a number of lands you control. I might actually be able to aggro this deck, weirdly. I wish this didn't cost 4 to reconfigure. I basically am playing it like a Child of Night in this deck. Child of Night with 2 toughness. It's just a 2/2 lifelinker. It probably should come out. It has done some work, though. Okay, here's regular Xenagos. He has... I don't have anything in my graveyard. I think I have to... I have to run this out. It's a 6/6. If he gets another land, it's a 7/7, but Archfiend of the Dross, so it has reach. Yeah. Archfiend of the Dross can become indestructible with Unlikely Aid and get +2 power, so that's okay. And honestly, I probably just want to reconfigure and attack with Archfiend of the Dross. Or do I want to just hope... Like, he can block, but then I've got 9 of... He can block that, but I've got 9 other damage represented, so I probably just swing out. Yeah, okay. We can block 2 things. Whatever doesn't get blocked. I don't care about this. Yeah, I don't care about either of these things. If he attacks, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead either way. Now that I know he's tapped out. He can block the 4 and the 7. The 2 and the... Yeah, everything... Doesn't matter what he does. Even if he blocks the 2 biggest things. He's still dead. Ooh, is he gonna rope? Is he gonna rope because he knows that mathematically he's dead? And he's got no mana up, so... Yeah, even losing a creature. GG! State-based actions both killed him and made Xenagos a creature? Oh no, they didn't make Xenagos creatures. The game ending, I guess, made him a creature. All right, well, that'll do it for mini stream. I got my win. I'm calling it there. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for running your mouth. I gotta rethink my Ooh, wait. Let's see what this is. It looks like a mythic. Ooh, an Aftermath mythic. This actually might be one that's fun to build around. Although I hate playing Simic in Brawl. I feel like it's wildly unbalanced versus Commander, where there are other people to keep you in check. Oh yeah, I don't want to play that. I mean, it's cool and it looks fun, but it feels miserable to play against. All right, the end of the stream. Bye-bye.